just had our breakfast, didn't we? So now we're ready to cook?
Yeah.
Look at Daddy. Where are we?
The butcher shop.
We're at the butcher shop, and what are we getting today?
Meat.
Meat, yeah. What are we going to do with it?
Cook it.
Cook it. At BJ's Market in Delaware. Brad always hooks us up, doesn't he? Hi, I'm Adam.
Hi, I'm Logan.
If you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe to Brock Boys BBQ. For our first episode, we decided to do ribs. I decided this for two reasons. We're going to do a bit of a Pepsi challenge here today. We've got 4 racks of amazing baby backs from BJ's Market in Delaware. Thanks, Brad. Two reasons we decided to do ribs today. Lots of people argue whether it's the best way to do ribs, the 3-2-1 or just straight on the smoker. So we're going to do 2 racks with the 3-2-1 method, and we're going to do 2 racks just straight smoke. The other inspiration for today's video, a couple weeks ago I was at my buddy Jay's house, shout out Jay Stevens, for some ribs and beans, great meal. Our other buddy Jamie was there, and Jamie said, I never cook ribs because I don't know how to get the skin off the back of the ribs. So our first lesson today is going to be how I found the easiest way to get this skin off on these ribs. You're going to want a fork, you're going to flip them over, find that first bone in there, and put that fork right against the bone and slide the fork up. What that's going to do, remove that membrane skin, and then once you've got it removed like that, shop towels work great, or paper towel. You're going to grab that skin with that paper towel and just give it a tear. The whole rack of ribs comes right off. So we'll do that for all 4 racks, and then we're going to hit it with some of our rub. Okay, so we've got all the skin off the back of the ribs now. What do we do now, Logie?
We rub it.
Rub them. So we didn't make our own rub this time. I make my own rub sometimes not, depending on what I'm doing. Camp 31 out of Paris, Ontario, or Alabama's finest. Make a fantastic pork rub. So for ribs, pulled pork, I generally use theirs. I'm doing something different like wings, where I might want a spicier rub and a sweet sauce, or vice versa, a sweet rub, a spicy sauce, then I'll make my own. But for today, we're just gonna rub these on these ribs. Both sides very liberal, right? Attaboy, now use your hands and rub it in there. So you want to make sure you get a nice even coating, get all the ends, right? Give it a good pat. And now we do the other side, don't we? We've got that skin off there now. Yep, you rub it in there, buddy. And we're going to repeat that process for the next 3 racks. Okay, Logan, tell us the basics of cooking ribs. Step 1, remove the skin. Step 2, dry rub your ribs. Step 3, preheat smoker to 225. All right, we got the smoker heated up to 225. Logan's done a great job dry rubbing the ribs, removed all the skin. Logie refuses to wear a shirt, and it's like -6 or 7 out today. Lots of snow, so I'm just going to take the ribs out by myself. But Logan's gonna go get that door for me, aren't you, buddy? Oh, that's a big platter of ribs. Let's go, man.
Dad, I'll hold the silver stick in there.
All right.
Okay?
You grab the door for me, fella.
We have the stick.
No, you grab the door for me, fella. All right, now hit stop on the video.
Yeah, just one
Hit stop on the video.
Why?
We got the Traeger kicking here at 225. We got the ribs on now. We're gonna let them go 3 hours. So there they are on the grill, looking good, all rubbed down. My poor smoker in the snow, but it's what we gotta do in Canada. We've been on now for 2 hours, 225 to 250. We're gonna let them go another hour before we pull the ones that we're doing 3-2-1 style off, but I'm gonna give these other ones a good squirt of applesauce right now. The other ones are just dry. You'll see why we keep those ones dry if you're not familiar with the 3-2-1 method. We're gonna wrap those with a bit of juice, some brown sugar, butter, and honey, and put them back on. So I think I said applesauce. It's apple juice in the spray bottle there. So check back in a bit. Hey guys, Adam and Logan back here now. It's been 3 hours. So like I mentioned earlier, we're gonna do a bit of a Pepsi challenge today. We're gonna cook these 2 racks using the 3-2-1 method. The other 2 racks we've left on the grill. The only thing I've been doing with those is spritzing it with apple juice about once an hour. So these have been on the smoker now. On your chair, please. These have been on the smoker now at 225 for 3 hours. We're gonna wrap them up in some heavy duty aluminum foil now for 2 hours. That's where the 3-2-1 comes from. After the 2 hours, we will unwrap them again and sauce them for about the last hour. So what we're gonna do with these ribs, we're gonna get them on the tin foil there. There's a few different variations. Some people will use beer, some people will use apple juice in here. We're not gonna do any liquid in there today. What we are gonna do is 3 big chunks of butter on top. Then we are gonna hit it with some brown sugar. You want to do the brown sugar, buddy? Okay, here. Nope, don't worry about your apron. Come on. So we're going to give it a good brown sugar all over. That's good there. Make sure we get it all over the ribs. And then this is what I normally do with the 3-2-1 is hit it with some honey. Honey for the money, right, Logan?
Yep.
All right. So we got some brown sugar, some honey, and some butter in those ribs there. We'll wrap these up nice and tight and get them back on 225 for another 2 hours. All right, everyone, it's been 2 more hours, right, Logie? So now these are ready to come out of the rack, right? Those other 2 racks still sitting on the smoker at 225. We've been spraying them with apple juice about once an hour. We're gonna get these open. Oh, look at those. Look at that. How's that smell?
So good.
So good, all right. So we're gonna get these out of this foil. Try not to make too much of a mess. Look at all that brown sugar and honey. Oh, mama. Hey, buddy. Woo. Okay, Logie, we gotta sauce these back up. Sauce these up. Get them back on the grill for about 1 more hour. So, we're gonna brush that sauce on there nice and thick. Again, didn't make our own sauce. We're using Camp 31 out of Paris. We're just using their original, although they do have 4 or 5 types of sauces. Raging Cajun and apple butter sauce, and a few others. They're great, try them out. We're gonna sauce these back up, get them back on the grill, 225 for about another hour. We are gonna hit the other ones with a bit of sauce as well. So our Pepsi challenge, we've used the exact same rubs, exact same sauces. Only difference will be the cooking method, so. All right, and we're back. It's been 6 hours, right, Logie? Daddy got a haircut, got his beard trimmed. Do I look younger or older?
Older.
Older, man. Okay, so these 2 racks, we did the 3-2-1 method, right? Which was 3 hours on the smoker at 225, 2 hours wrapped in tin foil. What'd you put in the tin foil?
Honey.
Honey, what else? Brown sugar? And butter, right? And then these 2 racks, we just left on the smoker for all 6 hours at 225, but we squirted them with apple juice about once an hour, right? Okay, so let's have a look here. This is the 3-2-1 ribs. As you can tell, beautifully juicy, very tender. They look good, buddy. Of course you can eat that one. Let's cut one off this rack though. Have a look if we can compare. So this was just smoker. You can see beautiful pink meat. Just as tender. Oh yeah. We're gonna have to eat these and get back to you on which one's the winner.
Comment down below which one do you think is gonna win.
So we want comments on which one we think will win. All right. All right, Logie, we just ate a lot of ribs, didn't we? I think Daddy ate 6 and you ate, probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5.5. We almost ate the same. So which ones did you like the best?
I think it was a tie.
A tie. And Mommy liked which ones?
The 1, 2, 3.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, Mommy liked the 3, 2, 1 and Daddy liked the traditional, right? So folks, welcome to episode 1 of Brock Boys Barbecue, right Logie? And what should they do if they liked our video?
Subscribe and hit that like button.
Subscribe and hit that like button. Till next weekend, guys.
Actually, smash that like button.
Smash that like button. All right. Say goodbye, buddy.
Bye, I'll see you in the next vlog.